This is Norma Montgomery reading Screams of Frustration by Lindsey, Todd. How I wish I could look back to understand. Back to when lives were taken. Back to when families were separated. Back to when children were murdered. I wish I could have helped save them. I wish I could have tried to understand the senseless taking of human life. They are no different than you or I. They did not deserve this pain, this torture. I wish I could look back to understand, to set lives free, to learn their pain and frustration. Trying to understand, I can hear their screams. I can hear their pain. I can hear their fear. I can hear a mother's cry when children are shut down. Oh, the pain is so great, so terrible. I can smell the odor of burning human life. I can smell the sweat of hard labor. I can smell the fear, such an atrocity. I see the footage today, trying to learn what happened to them. I watch the films today, trying to comprehend the pain they went through. We all see the pictures, watch the torture, just trying to imagine this tragedy. But the fact is we can't, unless our human life undergoes this. These people, my heart cries out, but there's nothing I can do. Oh, please hear me. I am sorry this had to happen to you. Your time is now. It is here. Time to rest. Time to be reunited and live everlasting in the great kingdom called heaven. These are some of the books that have been written about the Holocaust and those that have survived it, or stories of those that went through it and, didn't live. I enjoyed this poem because after she learned about the Holocaust, she felt the need, to say I felt heart sorry for those that had lost their lives and those that went through it. She put her heart out, as they say, on her sleeve, and used her heart to tell her feelings and the frustration over the situation that she had just learned. I liked how the poem, how she used some of the repeating words, hear, pain, smell. Those, just brought a lot of the Holocaust back to you, and you could actually be there with some of these people and, feel how they felt and go through what they had to go through, just from those words and the pictures that we've seen and learned about. This poem stood out to me because I came from a German immigrant family. My grandfather's father was actually born and raised in Germany. And a lot of their family had migrated to the United States back in the early 1900s. And, part of me feels that, hopefully none of my family was part of this, being from a German family. But you never know, what, they did or what happened over there at that time. So, I'm just hoping and praying nobody did anything to the Jews, but you never know. I'm hoping that some of them, helped them escape or hide and things like that in their homes. Her use of that repetition, again, of those sensory words, helped convey a message of sorrow, having to go through that. She didn't have very much rhyming or anything like that, but her poem was of blank verse, so she put her thoughts out on the paper and said, what she thought, how she felt at that time of learning about everything. The irony of this horrible act and what she was taught made the effects of the Holocaust and the effect on those who just learned about it, hard for anybody to comprehend. And for those that still say that this never happened, shame on them, because, there's just so much that was done to these Jews, and it was no part of theirs. They did nothing wrong. And, it's just hard to accept that someone so horrible like Hitler was able to do this. And, and she really put her heart out on her paper and said what she thought, felt, and she did a really good job. It didn't say how old she was or anything, but she had just learned about it, and so it says that she just decided to write a piece of poetry in dedication to them, saying, she was very sorry that if she could have helped, she would have, and there wasn't much that she could have done. Of course, she's, an adolescent, and even at that time, adolescents had no right to do anything. All they could do was, either be killed or try to run away. So she did a really good job, and I just really liked it and enjoyed the way she set everything up. Thank you.